You and your adventures. I trust you have not forgotten the true purpose of our voyage?
At last we are come to the land you call the New World. My home. Tural.
Blue seas, clear skies, and boundless possibilities. I dare say our destination will soon be in sight.
Enjoying yourself for a change?
Oh my gosh! Good morning, everybody! Happy Monday! Oh man! Any chatters here so far? Are we just lurking? So exciting. Man! Okay. Let me sign into my character. I have a little bit of multitasking to do. Hopefully that doesn't bother anybody. It is Monday morning, and I have some minor things that I want to be working on. Let's see. Just some, emails, student messages, things that I can do easily during cutscenes and loading screens. But this is one of the things about self-care and life balance, that for me, it's very easy to let work kind of dominate everything. Oh, I do have a screen organization thing that I need to do. What is it? Yes. Okay. One of the apps that I use to create my shorts and TikToks does not understand where my webcam is. I'm thinking about this. Do I need to move my webcam to the other side? Well, just go in the chat. Let me know. but it's gonna be a pretty relaxed morning, I think. I do have this this mission cutscene. It's gonna tell me you're gonna have several cutscenes in sequence, so we have some story to catch up on. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Pop your popcorn, everybody. Wow. What will I say? I only did as you might have in my position. Let's be a gracious warrior of light. This scene would have been better if it was voice acted. Anyone who's been on my channel before, you've heard me do this rant many times. For those of you that are new, maybe this is the first time you've heard this rant, but this game has way too many cutscenes that are not voiced. Also, I've been thinking a lot about my days playing Star Wars: The Old Republic, which I haven't played in a couple years. But that is my dissertation game. And I researched it and looked at player personalities and how it affects motivation to play the game in different ways. And it had a mechanic during cutscenes where you could hit the space bar to advance the cutscene. And Final Fantasy XIV lets you advance dialogue by pressing X on the controller, but it's not the same. But we're going to be starting the day out with a lot of cutscene, it seems. Maybe Wook Lamont is going to become the Dawn Servant.
What a crowd, as befits the changing of Dawn Servants.
All right, cheers.
It's starting.
Are we gonna finally see
The Dawn Servant!
the cover?
The head of reason is resting again. Thought he'd grace us
Ooh,
for
I
this
need to
occasion at
update the
least.
buttons on my stream deck. That's a good thing to do
People
right
of
now.
Tuliolal, you honor us with your presence. For on this auspicious day, we witness the dusking of one era and the dawning of the next. The succession of Dawn Servants. But I've talked for long enough. Allow me to present the claimant. whose determination, wisdom, and compassion guided them to triumph and the city of gold. My daughter, Wook Lamont. Huzzah! Huzzah!
Long live the Dawn Servant! Long live Tuliolal!
Growing up in this city, I used to think I knew all there was to know about Tulihyolal. But my journey showed me how much I had yet to learn about the cultures, histories, and aspirations of this nation. Through the time-honored Ihana, the Hanuhanu taught me how they nourish and cultivate both the land and their bonds with visitors. And with their alpacas and tradecraft, the Pelupelu showed me the depths of their patience and fortitude, to know when to push through and when not to push your luck. From the moblins and their artisans,
Hey
I
there!
gained insight into the power of creativity.
Good morning.
That it is when we are filled with passion and bolstered by the support
Hey,
of
you're
others
coming in from
that we produce our
YouTube.
best works.
So
I was
exciting.
moved by the history
We got a
and
pretty
hopes
good
of the
group going
Yokoi,
on
who
Twitch
believe that
so
death
far.
isn't the end, that
But
we live on
you're the
so long
first
as we are
chatter.
remembered. I felt joy and harmony
We're in the
in
cutscene.
Yakutaro
I know. Hi,
when I tasted
Doritos.
Shibruk Bibin,
My brain was
the dish that
scrambling
marked the beginning of peace
to
between
try and put
Shimpan
that together,
and
but I knew you
Marusha
were
after
somebody I know.
centuries of warfare. And I felt sorrow in Mamuk when I met with those who placed their faith in the promise of blessed siblings, and for this were burdened with great suffering. Through the understanding we forged, I'm
Hey,
hopeful
Doritos,
that they
can
will
you go
follow
ahead and
this
lurk on
with
Twitch
friendship
instead?
and
I
community.
really...
For we
What
are
I'm
all
doing
Turari.
is... I know it's confusing because I keep flipping back and forth,
Understanding with Mamuk.
but
What sorcery
I
did she
found a
use on them?
group of people through my job, and I'm encouraging them to watch on Twitch. So if we can get a good
All of
viewing
which is to
total
say
going
that
on Twitch,
as
then
I've
maybe
come to know
I
our
can
nation,
start
I've seen
building
how
that
this
back
nation
up
thrive,
too.
and the ways in which we still strive.
I really appreciate the lurk though.
Some in Kozamauka must resort to banditry to survive. A faction of Yokhui still cling to dreams of conquest. Not everyone lives in peace and plenty. And there's still so much of Tulihyolol I don't know. Places I haven't seen, and people I haven't met. That's why I hope to keep learning about and from you, that we might build a nation where everyone knows happiness.
Where everyone knows happiness.
Because if there's one thing my journey has taught me, it's that your
Wooklamat said journey.
happiness.
Yeah. Wooklamat 2024. Ah. Oh man. They have campaign music.
I say mine, but the Dawn Servant doesn't need to be a single person, does it?
Oh my gosh.
What is she doing?
So, I have this subscription to this company called Yacker that kind of gives me streamer and content creator goals every day. Because that's the way my brain works. And I view it as a game. It's a lot of fun. Sometimes I don't complete the goals and sometimes I do. But they created this really neat AI bot. Whenever I go live, it messages me on Discord and gives me goals. How cool is that? You don't have to go subscribe or anything. I just think I'm on the committee at my university for AI tools and how the university is going to integrate them and which ones they're not going to emphasize or integrate. Oh no! Wook Lamont just made Dawn Servant a president and vice president situation. I need someone that's better at answering emails than me. Man, that I have such Wook Lamont energy some days.
Lamachi, are you certain?
Absolutely. You take reason, and I take resolve. Together, we make a full Dawn servant.
You'll have no objections from me, of course. But mine is not the approval you need.
During my time abroad, I experienced the benefits of foreign technologies, some of which I
have such Koana energy too. I'm always getting involved with new technologies.
While locomotives traverse the land in the north. I was convinced that by imitating foreign powers, we could assert our strength and thereby deter invasion. Yet despite my intentions, I failed to understand what I was too eager to cast aside, and the very people I wish to protect. My own journey has taught me that culture
Koana
isn't
said journey!
to progress, but a shared value that binds us, connecting lives.
We need a sound effect and like music and some kind of dorky Dr. Gameology dance that I do every time a character says the word journey.
The hopes and heritage of all her peoples. My esteemed predecessor would accept nothing less.
Such serious moments to start out my stream.
I harbor the same wish as my sister.
And we're level 95.
To give you cause to smile.
So
That is my heart.
that means we're only halfway through the expansion, and level 96 through 100 are going to be more XP to complete than level 90 to 95 were. So that means we might not even be at the 50% mark yet. Because that's how EXP works, usually, is the highest levels take the longest amount of EXP gain to earn them. Which is why creating a new character in this game is such a rush, because you go from level 1 to 15, like, super fast. It's like mega dopamine overload. Hey, my webcam is centered a lot better today. You can see both copies of my book. Let's see. Right there. And right there. Right there, my two different paperback
This is the Lay of
and
Legacy, the
hardcover.
part of the Tulihyola saga where you and I become the next Dawn servant.
I couldn't get that right on Saturday, but Saturday was a test stream.
Good heavens.
Let me go ahead and put something in the chat really quick, just so everyone who's jumping in
Just so
and
you know,
has been here
didn't
can
decide this on
sort
a
of
whim.
see it when they
After reflecting on all
join.
we've been through,
I'm gonna mute while I
realized it
type.
was the only answer.
With this, both my brother and I have worthy successors. He would have been proud.
Okay, so I got that, and that definitely should be a bot command.
Of course.
So I'm gonna create that as a command.
It's been 3 years since my brother left us.
It cannot be. The head of reason is no longer with us.
Oh, tragic tidings.
I didn't want to believe it.
I'm sorry I never told you. We wanted the people to rest easy until our successor could be chosen. Planning the right was my brother's final duty. He was determined for it to serve the nation's best interests, and labored nigh without cease.
Okay, so the reason there was a cover
And
on...
then he died, forcing me to do the actual work. A sneaky
That's
bastard,
so interesting that the two-headed ones
but he did well.
can have different lifespans.
The outcome speaks for itself.
I did not see that coming. That's a shock.
Though not quite to the original script, your new Dawn servant rises. May they shine resplendent, and their rule bring light ever greater to Tuliolo.
I feel like Wook Lamont just weakened the role of the Dawn Servant, though, by sharing it. She did choose to share it, right? Maybe I was too busy doing streamer stuff. All right. Long cutscene over. Cryo, what do you got for me? Boom, 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 boom. Oh, we got another cutscene. If you only have 2 hours in your life and Final Fantasy XIV is your game, you might not get to play even if you sign in, if you're doing MSQ. MSQ is main scenario quest, so it's the main story of the game. I'm going to create another chat message.
Change is in the air, and it's all because of our little firebrand. Every Ilner father's daughter, that one. I'll be watching where you steer this nation, lass. With what time I've got left.
Gonna add that to the chat. I like the welcome to the chat as the ending of that. So, where's the training message? Oh, we're getting so close to 60 people. That's so exciting. Okay, what am I gonna say? It'd be my honor, Lameti. Thank you. All right, let me jump into my classes and see what kind of chaos has happened over the weekend. Weekends are always the toughest to jump in because I clear out my questions and help everyone get back on track and not be confused. And I do that every single day of the week, but then I'm not doing that on Saturday and Sunday because it's the weekend. So Monday has the build up usually. Oh, it's an easy day. Yeah. Oh, these questions are easy. It's just, hey, I got added into the class on day 3. Hey, what part of the reference needs to be italicized? Ah, those are all good messages. Okay. So now I get to run around for the first part of the stream. How long has the stream been going? 32 minutes? Oh, another conversation. This is not going to be a gameplay heavy stream, I don't think. Okay, Wook Lamont, let's get going. Hey, Corsair, good morning. So what I'm doing is I am letting people who I work with jump into the stream and just have it on in the background of work, and they can ask me questions about geek therapy or the International Gaming Disorder Certification, or they can ask me how I use Final Fantasy XIV in therapy or other games. It could be any game. But for today, I'm playing Final Fantasy XIV. So it's been a pretty much a lurk stream for most of the morning. I did get to talk to Doritos for a few minutes. But good morning. It's really nice to see you. How was your weekend? Since I'm the one with the microphone, my weekend was really great. I was so amped over how great the stream went on Saturday when I was testing my settings, and I put out the messages, and my YouTube channel got like 300 new subscribers this weekend with the Dead by Daylight video. Oh, where's my emotes? There they are. So I need, what is it? Lookout? There it is. Yeah, sightseeing. I had this song stuck in my head all weekend. And for the first part of yesterday, Sunday, I couldn't remember what it was. It was just a little tune that was playing in my head while I was in the kitchen. And then I was like, oh, it's Dawn Trail. So I'm really hoping to emphasize streaming as a part of what I do now that the YouTube channel is on a good cycle. And I'm hoping that I can meet more people the more events I go to, and just kind of build up to eventually someday being a Twitch partner too. It would be so cool to be Twitch and YouTube. So I didn't put out a link for YouTube this morning. I only put out Twitch. So we'll see. See how that goes. Political opinions. I don't want to do missions about political opinions. Oh, look, all the friends that we helped with farming and cooking and, I don't know, rock collecting and things. Oh, there's the we got this. Bum, ba-da, bum. Tell my fluffy spit-filled friend. Oh, I didn't read fast enough. Weapons dealer in Bayside Bevy. Let's go. Let's go! But anyway, I just sort of said I'm going to do morning streams, and if you want to just throw up the Dr. Gameology channel and lurk while we get our work week going, I would love that. And they're like, yeah, right on. You gotta just tell people what you want. How do I get... Okay, so probably up the stairs. Oh, no. Gotta change... Okay. So let's sprint around here. Yeah. Fontaine. Hey, we're doing pretty good. Oh, I need to change the command for my merch store. Yeah, gotta change it. Because it's not the same store. Merch is already a command. Well, let's see what happens when I type it. That's not the right store. How is that a command? It's not. I'm looking right at my list of commands. And yet... I can't fire me! Ah! Okay. I can figure this out at the next scene. Ooh, ooh, there's a plus sign mission. We have to go get it. I'm gonna be so sad the moment that it says that my mission log is full. Okay, we're going out to the beach, it looks like. Daily hunts? I have never done daily hunts in this game. Is that a good use of time? Is it something that's just there to help you level up other classes that didn't do the MSQ? See, I never have gotten into the game to the point where I really have a good structure of what I'm doing. It's been MSQ, roulettes. Roulettes are the daily dungeon or boss challenges for anyone who doesn't know the lingo. So then once I do one or two things, I'm done, and I never have really maximized my use of the different things in the game. So in this game, I'm very much a casual, I would say. I'm a casual that has aspirations to be better, but isn't putting the work in. Which is very relatable. It's humbling. All right, first promise was absent. Injured pride. I wonder if the absence, though, wasn't just wounded pride and it's something sinister that we're going to have to go save him. Another plus sign mission. Someday I'm going to have to go through my mission log and actually complete these missions. Oh wait, no, that wasn't, that was a mission I already had. I just picked it up. Okay. Yeah, back to Bull Oga. Bum. I love how diverse the music is in this game. It goes from epic fantasy orchestral to jazz bops. Just out of nowhere. Oh, back up to the top of the mountain. The tall building. I forgot how to get up there. I found it. Stairs after stairs after stairs after stairs. And to think I went in... Hey, Corsair! I welcome you. I need to put some more... Hey, Zoot! Good morning! Welcome, welcome! How are you doing today? Everyone, Zoot was my raid leader the couple times I gave raiding in this game a try, and I really miss it. But also, I think I was holding the team back because they've killed way more bosses on nights where I'm absent than nights when I'm there. Then again, I had a lot of mental health pressures going on where I was taking video games way too seriously, but not in a successful way. You can take video games seriously. And Corsair. Zoot says hi. Although you probably know that because you're watching the stream according to the chat. So.
Now, there's just one last matter.
Hope you're having a happy Monday, everybody. Thank you for coming by my stream and hanging out with me.
But I'm completely serious.
Love it.
I want you to stay in Tulichola with me.
No, we gotta go back. We miss old Charlie and Rod's at Han.
I'm not forcing you, of course. But should you wish it, you'll always have a place here.
I miss Ishgard.
That's right. This is for you.
I need the Ishgard music. It's coursing through my soul.
Passage to Shaktural, which, as I
That's
recall,
my
you would
favorite.
like to see. An adventurer like you could hardly resist, no?
Ooh, that smile faded away.
I can't believe our journey is over already. You accepted me as a comrade and stood with me to the end. You have my eternal gratitude. Thank you.
I just got an alert from vidIQ, which is for like YouTube planning and idea development and stuff. Help me create my YouTube channel. They just let me know that I passed 80,000 views on my channel this morning. Yeah! So anybody that's watching the stream on YouTube right now, you might have been the 80,000th person.
Someone I'd like to see before returning to Charlian.
Zoot! You're the most recent YouTube chatter, so we're gonna say it was you. Thank you so much.
Alize and I also intend to remain a while longer. As educational as this experience has been thus far, we feel there are even more lessons to be had for Garlemald. By hearing about the peace your father facilitated, and then seeing you reforge relations with Mamuk, we were reminded of a profound truth. That is, acceptance begins with understanding.
Ooh, that's a good one.
And, like
Alpha
throughout
No.
the rite, there are
Man,
yet
dropping the
effective
therapy
ways to
truths in
transform
Final
and understand
Fantasy
each other.
XIV.
The question is how to encourage it, and by seeing more of this nation born of
What did he
unity,
say? Forgiveness
we hope to
begins
find
with
some-
understanding.
Personally, I can hardly wait to learn more about the City of Gold. So, if I may, I'd like to stay in Tulu Yolal as well.
By all means, your rooms are at your disposal for as long as you need them.
And what of you? Thinking of touring Shaktural, perhaps?
Yeah, we'll do it. I mean, I think I would actually answer the second one
Of course.
if Kyrie was me. But Kyrie is not exactly me. She is a much more optimistic, hopeful, and
We could travel together. The person I
open
intend to meet is my mentor.
version
I'll be
of me.
visiting my hometown in Shaktural.
I would totally want to go back home.
I'd be
But
happy
Kyrie
to
is an
join.
adventurer. She's me if I was an adventurer. Maybe that's an area where I can work on growing as a person.
Take care, all of you.
When you're ready, come and meet me at the Shaktural Skygate.
Okay. That sounds like the beginning of a new quest, doesn't it? Vacation in the vacation. I would love vacation more if I got a vacation in the vacation. But for me, I don't know if anyone else in chat can relate to this. Vacation, to me, feels more stressful than regular day-to-day life. Oh, Zoot, okay. Did you get to hear me thanking you as a very important viewer? Would you like me to replay that moment? And welcome back, Zoot. Do you want me to repeat that moment for you if you missed it? Oh, you did hear it? Okay. Do you have any spots on your raid team right now for a DPS? Actually, I want to talk about that. I was at the Geek Ed conference in Fort Worth, Texas 2 weeks ago. I was there to do a presentation about my book as the keynote address. And while I was there were so many Final Fantasy XIV players that are geek therapists, and they were talking about their little geek therapy community. They play together. I don't know what server they're on, but that's fascinating. So Zoot, I can't be a fill-in, and the reason why is because my life is so structured that if I make the time available and don't get to play, then it's gonna really mess with my head and feel like a letdown. So I'll just have to find a different group, which is okay because your group is really knowledgeable about the game and I'm not. So like I said, I have major feelings like I held you back on the weeks where I was showing up. Which guy is this? Oh, look. Got more people. Welcome everybody to the channel. Having a nice morning cutscene extravaganza in Final Fantasy XIV. But I'm doing my best to talk about the geek therapy journey here. But I'm also challenged. This is a personal challenge for me to grow, that I'm giving myself a couple hours on mornings where it fits to become a part of my streaming life again. Play a game. I haven't been playing very many games the last couple months, and it's been a real bummer. So I was reflecting on that on Saturday morning, and I decided that I want to play more games and I want to be there and hang out with my guild mates, my free company. So we got Zoot, we got Corsair, meeting them in the chat if you're new to the channel. These are people from AIE, and that's a really important guild to me because they're in so many different games that you always have a support network to join in and meet. It's different people in a lot of the games, but it's still the same kind of vibe, the same mentality. It's family friendly, except for Marcus. My good friend Marcus from Working Class Nerds. Everyone else is family friendly. I'm just kidding. I mean, I'm not kidding. I'm absolutely dead on with that one. Oh my gosh. I need to talk about content creator stuff. So I was on a roll with YouTube Shorts the last couple days. Okay, I found a really good app that takes my YouTube videos and breaks them into shorts for me instantly. And that's perfect because I don't have time to make long form and shorts as separate things. I really, really don't. At least in my mindset, I don't. But my most recent video was on Dead by Daylight. And because my short says the phrase Dead by Daylight and killer, because in that game you either play as a survivor or a killer, I'm pretty sure YouTube shadow banned that short because in the transcript it says killer and dead. And you can't really prove that something's shadow banned because then it would just be banned. It wouldn't be shadow. Oh. Oh, no. That's how you know the bad guys in this game is they kill their friends. Oh, kill. Can't say that either. So I need to challenge myself to remove those kinds of words from my vocabulary in my content. So, for example... Oh. It's not shadow banned. It has 300 views now. Unalived. Yes, I gotta start saying unalived. I have to start saying pursuers or chasers or stressors or bad guy. I think bad guy would be okay. So I have 300 views on it now, so I guess it's not banned. It just took a lot longer for it to start getting views. But my other ones got double and triple that in under 24 hours. And this one took almost 24 hours exactly to get even beyond 5 views. So I'm wondering what the deal is with that one. But it doesn't say there's any restrictions. But I just am reading into it and I think I'm right. I think I need to say DBD instead of Dead by Daylight. I think I need to say baddies instead of killers. Especially if the content is transcribed with the words on the screen, like in a short. You know, oh my gosh, what is happening? There's so many people watching right now. Okay, hi everybody. Must be some new people in here. I'm Doc. Welcome to the channel. We're just doing the main story in Final Fantasy XIV. Let me just put a command in here. So if you're here because of my posts on socials, I talk about geek therapy. I talk about different certifications for counselors to use video games in their therapy. And also, if you're not a counselor and you're a regular person and you think that's a cool idea too, you can always talk to me about your favorite games. What are some game stories that have been a positive change for your life? Zoot! Welcome, you totally new scholar and gentleman. Yeah, so if you have a favorite game moment that changed your life, let's talk about that. I love that idea.
Unfolded the wilds of Shalom, where the sun guides in the Shatonaton. A harsh guide, to be sure, with its blazing rays scorching the land and hardening its inhabitants. But sweeping change had come to the arid expanse when, beneath its red crust, vast deposits of ceruleum were discovered.
This is also the first stream I've done where I'm not on Facebook. Facebook can just join YouTube or Twitch. There's no stats with Facebook gaming. So we're down to 2.
Each length of track a declaration of hope and ambition.
So Zoot, do you normally watch streams on YouTube? Is that your preferred channel? I'm just trying to understand my community better. Because right now I'm paying for restreams so that I can be on both and have the chat together so I can see it in one place.
As for the way to the train station, let's ride these fellows, shall we?
All right, we're gonna ride some fun fluffies. All of the terrains we've been in so far are like pretty glowy forests, mountains, and now we just found the desert. And it's kind of strange to me that Tuliolal can just be touching all these different diverse kinds of regions in one spot. Isn't that strange? Yeah, let's talk about that because I've been paying a lot of attention to my stream quality as well. And I feel like you're right. I do feel like my webcam specifically comes out better on YouTube than it does on Twitch. And especially if YouTube keeps showing up for me. But I really, really want to get Twitch partner. It's been a goal of mine for like 7 years, and I want to, now that the book is out for pre-order, meaning in a couple months it's going to be out for order, I really want to see if being an author and making appearances to speak will help my Twitch grow. And I think it is. I mean, look how we're doing this morning. So people who have done the story, am I about to get to a part where I get to play the game? I would love to play Final Fantasy XIV this morning. After this conversation, I might just queue up for a dungeon. Okay, yes, we're almost there. You lived in Arizona, Zoot? When we first met, I lived in Arizona. How did I not know that? If we've had that conversation before, I'm really sorry. Corsair! You want to party up? Haha! A wild Corsair approaches. Let's see what there is to do. I mean, I can't do... Wait, what is high-level dungeons? Oh, I dissolved the party. Wait, I did not dissolve the party. Did I? Well, that's cool, Zoot. As you know, I was in Phoenix. And I still work in Phoenix. I am an associate professor at Grand Canyon University in their counseling program, and I sometimes teach in their counselor education and supervision PhD program. Master's and PhD is what I teach. And in all of my classes, I add videos that use video games as a way to teach the psychological concept. So when we're talking about family therapy, I have a video about Final Fantasy XIV where I explain what tank healer and DPS means and how they are a family, and families work the best when everyone does their role and when they trust each other for each other to do the family role. And the things that the parents do, the things the kids do, the things the older family members do, they all come together to create the home environment. And just like the tank healer and DPS creates the experience of The duty roulette. Maybe I should switch to red mage and do a leveling roulette.
Well, well. It's become a proper town.
Because we are down to under 1 hour before I have meetings to join into. And I want to have some gameplay on the stream today. Badly. So Zoot, you have YouTube Premium, and that makes it so there are no ads even when you watch live streams. Is that right?
Some sort of trouble.
I don't know how it works. I should, because I have YouTube Partner, but my experience with YouTube streaming is I don't usually get very many chatters. Then again, I'm not... I am a lurk magnet, I think.
For the last time, the
Oh no! Corsair, no problem. I took no offense at all. You're good. Zoot, that's so cool. Okay. So, is it worth it? Because I've been saying no to that little pop-up on the bottom left corner for like 5 years, it seems. And sometimes I think, oh, I'm going to do the trial. But then it's like, no, I'm not. I'm not ready to commit.
at me, the deputy chief of the Dust Watch. And after taking them into custody, what should we discover but incontrovertible proof that they had...
Ooh, I love that word, incontrovertible.
They will not be released until they've paid for their crimes.
It really is. I tried to find my own stream while I was live at the beginning of the summer, and I couldn't do it unless I went to my own YouTube dashboard, right? So I was trying to explain to someone how they could find me, and I couldn't do it, which was a real bummer. YouTube Red. That's a throwback right there.
Oh, stubborn little runt. Listen here, Zekoa. If you want to be treated like an adult,
I have to figure out this merch.
That means respecting the rule of law. Order may be precarious here in Shaloni, but it can be had if
okay,
each man
I'm
does
gonna...
the right thing. And for those that don't, well, they have to answer to the Dust Watch. Now run along and think before you cast aspersions next time. Lest you hurt my feelings.
Fine. If that's how it's gonna be.
I wouldn't.
There it is.
Is that?
Fixed it.
There's a time to fight and a time to withdraw. For you, that's now.
What?
Hey! What are you doing, Zekoa? You better not be stirring up trouble.
Wahute, you sack of Ronek shit! This ain't over! You hear me?
You want to tell me what that was about?
Nothing that need concern you, sir. Zekoa is simply struggling to come to terms with the low character of his friends. But for good measure, I'll have the men keep an eye on him.
Yes, you do that.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll go make my rounds.
I wasn't expecting to see your faces among the crowd. Talk is rife, there's a new Dawn servant. Take it you found it then. The Golden City.
Aye, the contest is over. And as I needed to return home to Yasulani, I offered to show our friends some of Shak Tural. What brings you north?
Nothing in particular. Just seeing what there is to see.
How very like you.
Gulul Jaja compensated me rather generously for our duel. I'll be able to enjoy a comfortable life on the road for the foreseeable future. But for now, I shall be moving on. Oh, by the way, I recommend you try the Sabatender. They may not look it. They're surprisingly delicious.
But we don't serve Sabotender here.
All right. Back to playing. So the reason I put that merch link in is because I just started a new Shopify store so that my shop items can actually show up on my YouTube page. And it's brand new. I'm still testing out the set of items that I created. I ordered them myself to demo them. So don't actually use that right now. But I wanted to make sure the link was correct because Streamlabs has this pesky habit of promoting their stuff even when you try to change it. And I have had a Streamlabs store since before the pandemic. Hey there, Medulla. Welcome. Yeah, I mean, I am much more of a morning person, and my whole day yesterday I was planning on streaming at night, and then it got to nighttime and I still needed to do my workout and I didn't want to miss the day. And I have no problem working out at night. Did I screw up the mission? Or is this the mission? Okay, I have no problem working out at night, but the idea of streaming at night, I always feel mentally exhausted. Like, that's not when I want to be social. And I feel much more excited playing games and talking with people and being social in the morning. You miss sleeping in? I have never been a sleeping in kind of person. I love waking up before 6. Making my coffee, starting my day out with a cup of coffee. Yeah, but welcome to the stream. Okay, so I think I have found a major downside on Twitch. I'm gonna have to start encouraging people when they lurk not to hit the mute on the Twitch window. Because Restream is telling me I have a bunch of people watching, and Twitch is saying I don't. So Twitch is such a diva. Shuenese Springs. Okay. This ether crystal glows not blue at the bottom. It's so pretty. You saw 50 people. Well, maybe some of them will come back if they unmute, you know? If you need to mute the stream, you gotta click on the tab and mute the tab. If you mute the sound icon, Twitch takes the view away. Which is such a... I completely disagree with whoever coded that and whoever their boss is at Twitch. That's so mean. Who were you watching last night, Corsair? Yeah, but does business perspective need to be the reason for every single thing we do in society? It's exhausting and it ruins people experiences. Oh, it did? Hey, everyone. Okay, so you have to mute it the correct way if you need the sound gone. Okay. Oh, yeah, that was Saturday afternoon. I'm sorry, I'm so literal. There's no reason for that. Yeah, it feels like it was yesterday. What am I supposed to do? I need to find the blue-haired Shitona. Blue-haired Shitona. Okay, so on the one hand, I need to be able to complete my missions on my own. On the other hand, Corsair, you've totally done this mission. Where is the blue-haired Shitona hiding? This is so hard for me. I always get stuck on missions like this. Maybe she's in a build. Ah, there she is. Or he. What are you? She. All right. Tribe of Vieira. Okay. It looks like we got some people back. It's funny. Eileen. What now? I was about to say that is Aaronville. Wait, is this where Aaronville is from? Was I supposed to have already picked up on that? See, we have to remember the way that I played Endwalker, Shadowbringers, Stormblood, and Heaven's Word were not the best for me retaining story knowledge and character knowledge. Let me see if I can fix a stream chat setting. I could close the relay. Yeah, if I close the relay, I want to see how this happens. Okay, so if I don't do the relay, then I will still see all the messages, but they won't be shooting messages across different platforms. So YouTube messages won't be showing up on Twitch. Twitch messages will not be showing up on YouTube. I think that's the correct way for me to do it. Because there's the Twitch affiliate agreement. I want to make sure I'm doing that right. Isn't it wild? We're like 21 people away from having a stream that would be my first ever stream that qualifies towards Path to Partner. Really? Well, what's going on then? Oh, I see that too. I wonder if the reason is because I know I have a lot of like counseling people stuff that are like hanging out because I've been talking to them about doing that, and then we can talk about the stream during the supervision meetings that I do. But if they're just watching and they're not signed into Twitch, then they're probably not actually counting as a viewer. Okay. Well, I'll have to figure out what to recommend for them to do so that it helps my channel grow too. Am I going to actually get to... Okay. First fireball of the day. Yay! That first fireball of the day, though, is like 10 minutes before I have to wrap up for the day. So all the cutscenes have been about 2 hours, right? We're at 90 minutes for the stream. Maximum, I have like 30 more minutes. Ah. I wonder if I can make you a VIP, Medulla. Okay. A little bit of questing. Hey, so now, Medulla, I'm pretty sure I just made you a VIP. So type a message. Let's see if you got the pink diamond. Yeah! Do you get your own booth? Sure. Yes, in the hypothetical building that is Dr. Gameology HQ, you get a booth. Watch everything nice and comfy cozy with your feet propped up. Okay, you can't jump on that wagon. Oops, wrong person. Oh, we got the "You're going on a quest" kind of music playing. I may have saved the star on more than one occasion. Sometimes you just gotta be proud of your accomplishments, everybody. You know, one of the things that I think really messed me up from my childhood is all the times that I would be reminded to be humble. And it was like an automatic reminder. And then I had a person at the conference I went to 2 weeks ago where I was there to be the keynote presenter. And I was pretty timid about my book and things I'm doing on YouTube and all of those kinds of things. And they just told me the opposite of that message. And it's like, look, you're here to be the keynote presenter. You have to be proud of what you did and tell us all about it. This event needs you to make that about you. Which is so different than my childhood upbringing. It kind of jolted my system for a little bit. Anytime I self-promote, there's this little feeling inside me that I shouldn't be doing that. I love The Lonely Island. I love Jack Sparrow. That's like my favorite. That's really the only Lonely Island song I know, though. So don't judge me, but I think they're great. Actually, my wife and I are currently rewatching all of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. We're on season 4 right now. That's our falling asleep TV show right now. I know Dick in a Box. That's a very funny song. I've heard Mother Lover before too. I'm going to go down a rabbit hole while I'm working today and just get all their songs and add them to my Apple Music profile. You saw them live? How good are they live? That's so wild to me how people can be actors and then they also are musical performers, and it's just like having that skill set and how it crosses over into other closely related skill sets, but you also have your complete other set of talents in that skill set. Maybe that's what I'm aiming to do, though, being a professor and a researcher and an author and a content creator. You just find ways to repackage what you do into other situations. And that's how you continue to grow in adulthood. So maybe it's not so wild, but in my head, it feels, oh, he was a musical guy who became an actor? Well, you see, I know him as a funny actor type guy. That's different. Why am I so bad at my moves? Because I'm playing on controller, I'm not used to my buttons yet. That's the answer. If I'm into podcasts, Lonely Island talks with Seth Meyers about the digital shorts they create on SNL in chronological order. That's cool. Very cool. All right, another cutscene. So yeah, I talked a little bit about this on Saturday, but Wait. Popstar movie. Yes, we watched Popstar within I think probably January, so during sometime this year. I liked it. I thought it was a nice little brain dead movie for me to watch without having to figure anything out. And sometimes that's a category of movie I'm absolutely looking for. So, yeah, on Saturday I was talking about this a little bit, but I've been watching a lot of Diablo 4 streams this week, and it's so different watching a stream of Diablo 4 versus rewatching my stream, which sometimes I do to try to find things I can use for my videos. Because in this stream, for example, it's a lot of stopping, let me just focus on the chat, talking with my friends and community, and trying to fill up this time of these cutscenes where the controller's not even in my hands, right? Because I don't need it. It's just reading and talking. And I haven't been doing the best job of following the story, but I get the main points. We need to get him alone. But in Diablo 4, there's just constant fighting, running around, mobs and loot, and updating gear, and then back to running around and mobs and loot. It's constant, non-stop video game. I read a blog post earlier this year about Final Fantasy XIV being a 300-hour video game epic. And I was thinking about that, and I was like, yeah, but I'm sure out of that 300 hours, how much of it is gameplay versus sitting and watching? And maybe it's me, but I feel like A Realm Reborn has a lot more playing the game. And the deeper we go, the less you play it and the more you watch it. Which cutscenes in video games are fine. I just did a video about The Last of Us and talked about video game storytelling. So I'm a champion for video game storytelling. The thing I struggle with as a content creator when I'm streaming live is I want to play the game. But maybe I can shift that mindset and just say I am playing the game. The cutscenes are equally part of the game. But at least on Saturday, I had a duty to work on the last hour of the stream. Aw, that's so nice, Medulla. You're hanging out for me and not for the game I'm playing. Hey, thanks for the support there, Zoot. Yeah, so the thing is, the MSQ right now is locking me out from being able to be level 100 and play the things that I'm truly excited by. So I have to do it. I don't want to skip the cutscenes like I did in Shadowbringers and Endwalker. Basically, I did this thing, and this is not the right way to do it. I did this thing where once I get to a point where I think I know what the cutscene is going to have in it, I would skip it. But then you get to a point where you have no idea what's going on. Because you can't actually predict how a scene is going to end based on what's happened so far. It doesn't work that way. You can predict some, but not all. And also, there is very little editing in the story in this game. So, the idea of if you make your audience watch it, it needs to be important. I don't think that there is... I don't think there's that kind of thought process. How dare you? Yahikasia. I need to... Hey, Danny! Welcome! Long time no see. My fault, not yours. Welcome to the chat. How's the summer been treating you? I am enjoying Dawn Trail, even though you just jumped into me ranting about how there's too many cutscenes. I just got Wook Lamont a big jump in her story. I don't want to spoil it. Yeah, that's my opinion. Too many scenes where you sit and watch the game instead of playing it. Even running around on my mount right now, I enjoy that. I like just to look around the world, get to know the map, discover a new location. Yeah, that kind of thing. And Danny, you're a VIP in the chat also. I'm checking that for people that recognizably have been chatting with me, helping me to keep the community feeling alive. So I've been, unrelated, what is my favorite mount? Well, I think it might actually be one of the horses. But let me think about that. Hey, I finished a quest. Yeah, we'll do the critical hit spell speed. Did I unlock... I did unlock the Sheshanuizi Springs. Wait, they have horses that you have to pay money for? You can get the horses by soloing the extremes. Oh, you don't want the glowy ones? I like glowy things. Yeah, I think one of the glowy horses would actually be my favorite. But I have to think about that. What's that smell? Wait. You can do Shadowbringers alone, unsynced now, at level 100? That would be so cool. Okay, if you have a full 100 party, you can unsync it. Okay. Yeah, because Shadowbringers would be... Well, if you have a full 100 party, wouldn't you be able to do the level 100 fights? Oh, you mean that you can do it a lot easier because you can outpace the mechanics. That's true. If you're at level, the fights take a lot of dedication. All of this for a bracelet. I think Aaronville is fine. I'm not super invested. I feel like I'm just following Aaronville around and helping with some quest to retrieve a bracelet. I probably should have been paying a lot more attention to the cutscenes today. So, am I supposed to feel like this is a side quest compared to the quest that we just completed with the City of Gold? Yeah. No, I really don't think I have time for this cutscene. Why can't they just let me talk to a person with a dialogue box and then complete the mission? I'm sorry, everybody. I'm probably not giving off the best MSQ vibe today. I'm just so surprised that there hasn't been very much gameplay for me to do, especially after Saturday. Yeah, I think that maybe the MSQ is not the best thing for me to stream because of my mindset. Like, if I could change my mindset, it would be great. But knowing me, it's not going to happen. I am the way I am. The Vulture and his thugs showed up. So what is the second part of the story arc about? Does it become cosmological at all? I'm still wondering about the City of Gold being such a techno city. That doesn't seem to make a whole lot of sense unless somebody brought that technology over and influenced the development of all these cultures. Hey, Zoot. No, that's not what I meant to do. Sorry, Zoot. I'm trying to give you the VIP role. But I forgot how to do it. I just did it a second ago and I forgot how to do it. I will do it after. Gotta get this green check mark. All right, so I've learned my lesson today. Aaronville is totally gonna give me a mission. Well, no, it's more about, like, I know you. So if you show up in the chat, I want people to be able to see that as, like, a honor to you. And I have 40 VIP spots that I can give people, so there you go. So now if you type another message, you'll have a little pink diamond next to your name. But I do have to go. It is a little bit past 11:15, so I gotta start preparing for my other work things. And I just want to say thank you to everyone that lurked, that also watched, that joined in the chat. For people here on Twitch, people on YouTube, thank you so much. I'm going to try to figure out how to give better viewing instructions. You might have to create a Twitch account in order to help my channel grow. Because if I am going to be serious about Path to Partner... Hey, there you go. Got the pink diamond. VIP Zoot. All right. But if I'm serious about the Path to Partner objective, then I think you have to have a Twitch account when you watch. So I'll figure that out. But hopefully we can grow, you know? Good number of people watching right now. So I will see everyone soon, whatever morning I can go live again. And it might not be MSQ next time. I might just do leveling and duty roulette. Get some other classes up to level 96 so I can swap back and forth in the MSQ, which would be totally more my mindset. I want to get a healer class and a tank class up to where I can use them in MSQ as well, and not just be a black mage all the time. So thanks everybody. Have a great rest of your day. if you're a therapist and you watch this, we're going to talk about it at our next supervision session. Just talk about what you saw in the game, how I was using my time, how, you know, things in my character, things that I was talking about in the structure of the game, and how easy it is to just play for 2 hours, and talk about if this helped to build any further insights for when you're working with a game player. And I will see everyone very soon. Thanks so much. Continue the journey, and have a great Monday.